Hey guys, welcome back to Iron Warrior for day 6 of the All-In Challenge. We hope you had a good active recovery day yesterday. Maybe you got out, you did some running, some walking, but for surely took some time to do some rolling out with the exercises and the movements that I showed you in day 5 video. Today we're gonna change it up a little bit. Rather than doing a Tabata, which was a 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest, we're gonna do what's called a ladder. So we're gonna build on 2 movements only. The first round, you're gonna do 1 thruster and 1 Superman. Then you're gonna go to the second round and do 2 thrusters, 2 Supermans, up to the third round, 3 thrusters, 3 Supermans, and so on, all the way until you get to 10. If you feel good at 10 and you wanna keep going, let's go back down that ladder and go 10 thrusters, 10 Supermans, 9 thrusters, 9 Supermans, all the way back down to 1. Set a timer and see how fast or how long it took you to be able to get through this workout. So the next time it comes up, or the next time you want to challenge yourself with this workout, you can see if you've increased your speed and your performance a little bit through the 24-day challenge. I have Coach B here today. She's going to go over the movements with us so that we make sure that we're doing them right, all right? So we're going to start off with a thruster. The thruster is nothing more than a front squat with a push press, which is some of the movements we've already done this week. So we're going to combine them to add a total body workout. We're going to use a PVC pipe here for no weight. So we're going to bring it all the way up to our chest, which we call the rack position. So you want to make sure your elbows are just in front of the bar here so that the movement travels up. So we're going to go ahead and sit back in our squat, okay? Opening up those knees a little bit, making sure that you're sitting back on the box so that the knees aren't going over the toes, keeping the elbows up. Now as we come up out of the squat, we're going to push the barbell all the way up overhead. As we go back down into the squat, we're going to pull the bar back down and sit back down, making it one continuous movement. What we want to make sure is that when we're up at that top position, I'm going to hold Brenda here, we have our stomach sucked in and we're in one nice line, which is in line with the frontal plane, which means that your biceps are right in line with your ears. You're not way far back, arching your back or injuring your back up in the top part, hyperextending it. We're gonna bring that rib cage down, right? So that we're in one straight line. We also don't wanna be, can you just let your arms go in front of your head? Way in front. We wanna make sure that we're not putting stress on the back part of the shoulder by finishing the range of motion here, okay? As well as having the arms fully extended. Could you bend your elbows a little bit? We want to make sure that we're not here. This is a soft position. We want to finish our full range of motion by pushing up through those shoulders and extending the elbows. So we're going to bring the bar back down to our chest, sit back down, and as we come up, you want to exhale, so you're breathing through the movement. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Awesome work. Now we're going to use it with the dumbbells so that we can show a little bit more of an advanced version here if you have some weight at home. You can also use a barbell with weight if you'd rather do that than with the PVC pipe if you're a little more advanced. So now with the dumbbells, we want to keep our shoulders safe. We're no longer holding a bar, so we're going to have our thumbs in a safe, natural position, which means that if you had your hands right by your sides, your thumbs would be facing out, and they're going to face the exact same position when we go up overhead. So we're going to bring the dumbbells right up to our shoulders, keeping those arms and elbows again in front of her body. She's going to go ahead and sit back in that good safe squat position and jump up and press them up overhead. And again, keeping those arms and biceps tight to the ear, core tight, squeeze those glutes, and we want to make sure that the thumbs are facing back. Can you have your thumbs face in towards each other so we can show the position we don't want? If you notice this position here, this is a very common position that people get into when they do a lot of barbell training because we're always holding our hands this way. But this leaves our shoulders unprotected. So we're going to turn those thumbs behind us again, extend all the way through the elbow, and tighten up here, right in those lats, so you're nice and strong in your overhead position. Bringing the dumbbells back down to the chest, sitting back down, and pressing back up and exhaling at the top of that movement. Down, and then up. That is a thruster. Now let's go over the Superman, your second movement for today. So Coach B, if you can lay on your stomach for me. And the hands are going to be by the side. This movement is awesome for our whole entire posterior chain, lower back, abdominal strength, and everything. So what we want to do is bring those ankles together as much as possible. We're going to have our hands with the palms facing down. This is gonna open up our shoulders and give us a nice opening of the upper posterior chain. So now what we're gonna do is go ahead and lift up, lift the feet, the shoulders, the hands, and everything up. Nice contraction of the glutes here. Looking all the way up to the ceiling will get you even more range of motion here out of the shoulders, palms squeezing close together so that you're getting all the way open, and back down. And then right back up into another one, and then back down. I want to just show one movement really quick on why we bring our arms back rather than keeping them up in front of our head. Brenda, could you bring your arms up in front of your head so that they're that way? So if Brenda was dealing with any range of motion issues in her shoulders, you can see how much limited range of motion she's going to get out of her upper posterior chain by having her hands up in front of her rather than by her sides. So can you come all the way up for me now here? So Brenda's got all right shoulder range of motion, but if you were missing it at all, you're definitely not going to get this low upper back engaged. So if we bring our hands to the side right where Coach B's at, and then bring them all the way back, you can see right there how much more upper posterior chain got engaged. So those are our lessons for today. We look forward to seeing you back on day 7. Coach B, you want to say bye? See you for day 7. Happy training.